Do you struggle finding music that suits your level? Do you sometimes feel stuck and don't know what to learn next? Does it feel like the music books you have are either too easy or too difficult? Hi piano lover, my name is Lena and I play piano for pleasure. In this video I'll share with you 3 great ways to find music that suits your level. I'll also share with you my preferred way of finding the right music, some tips on how to find the appropriate pieces to practice, and finally an absolutely free resource for sheet music. So make sure you stay until the end of the video if you're interested to learn about how to find music that you both enjoy and capable of playing. Method number 1. Using piano exam syllabuses. There is an abundance of different piano exam syllabuses out there, and it's important to know that each examination board has a different idea of what difficulty each grade is. The good thing is that their syllabuses are free of charge and have quite a large selection of pieces that are sorted progressively. Some of the most well-known syllabuses come from RCM, which stands for Royal Conservatory of Music. They're based in Canada, and ABRSM, which is Associated Board of the Royal Schools of Music. They are based in the UK. Both RCM and ABRSM publish their lists on the syllabus, and their repertoire lists are quite extensive. One thing to keep in mind is that ABRSM has 8 levels, whereas RCM has 10 levels. And RCM level 10 is roughly equivalent to ABRSM level 8. To give you an idea how some popular pieces are graded by these boards, For Elise is level 5 in ABRSM and level 7 in RCM. Claire de Lune is graded level 8 in ABRSM and level 10 in RCM, making it the top level piece in both systems. And I'll leave the link to both syllabuses in the descriptions to the video so you can check them out. Method number 2 is the Pianist Guide to Standard Teaching and Performance Literature. And as it says in the book, it's an invaluable resource of piano literature from Baroque through contemporary periods for teachers, students, and performers. This is a really comprehensive reference book, and it's quite easy to flick through it to discover some unfamiliar pieces or to understand the difficulty of the piece before attempting to play it. So let me share with you some of the ideas how I would use this book. So for example, if I want to move from Chopin to his frenemy Franz Liszt, then I can easily flick through the book to see what pieces I can tackle. And first of all, I can see that most of the pieces here are for levels 8 to 10, which is a bit more advanced that I want to tackle at this stage. But let me see. He has Consolation in E major, and it's for level 7. Bingo! And I'll leave a link for you in the description box below if you want to purchase this book. And finally, my method number 3, which is a website called sheetmusicplus.com. So most of the music that I have in my library was purchased from a website which is called sheetmusicplus.com, and they have the largest selection of sheet music for all instruments and levels. They have their own level rating system, which is called SMP levels, and it stands for Sheet Music Plus level. It is their own system designed to help musicians select music in the correct difficulty level. Their system roughly corresponds with RCM levels. It starts with prime level and then goes all the way to level 10. And as an example, with the same 2 pieces, Beethoven's For Elise is graded at level 5 and Debussy's Claire de Lune is graded at level 7. Now let me demonstrate to you how I use this website to find sheet music that is suitable for my level. So we're now on Sheet Music Plus website, and I go to piano, and we're interested in piano solo. Then we go to levels, and there you can see SMP levels. And here we can see all of the levels that are available to us. Today I'm interested in level 7, which is late intermediate, and I actually like to select between a couple of levels. I'll discuss later in this video why I do it, but say today I want to choose something from level 7. So I click here, and here we go. We have 213 items to choose from. Now let's move on to the pros and cons of each method. Starting with piano exam syllabuses. I find that the main advantage there is that it's absolutely free. In terms of disadvantage, I find that the number of pieces included there is a little bit limited, and that's because they only include pieces that are chosen for grading. Another thing to note is that the selection of pieces is limited to classical music only. Now, with method number 2, which is the Pianist Guide, I find that it's a fantastic resource and I do use it a lot. In terms of cons, it's actually not free, you have to pay for this book. And again, similar with piano exam syllabuses, the pieces chosen here are limited to classical music only. So the absolute winner for me is sheetmusicplus.com, and there are a couple of reasons for that. First of all, the selection of pieces that you'll find there is absolutely enormous. And they actually grade not individual pieces, but music books or music collections, which makes it very, very easy to choose something suitable and buy it. Another great advantage of their system is that they apply it not only to classical works, but also to other genres, including jazz, pop, and others. Their system is free to use, but of course the whole idea is that you end up spending some cash. But I think that it's actually a pro as well, because it's a little bit of shopping therapy for me. In addition to the 3 methods that I personally use myself, I've also included the links to some other systems that are available, and you can check it in the description box below. Now, moving on to a couple of tips that hopefully will help you to choose the appropriate pieces to practice. So firstly, it's about benchmarking your pieces. So what I'll do is I'll find the piece that I've recently learned, and this piece will be just outside of my comfort zone, which means that I struggled a little bit, but didn't give up halfway, which indicated that it was just at my level. I will then find the level of that piece in the grading system. Say it would be level 5 in Sheet Music Plus, and then search for other pieces at that same level. My second tip is about pacing myself. I try not to extend myself too much beyond my current level, because I feel that if I do jump too high beyond my level, then I struggle to learn the piece properly, which makes me feel frustrated and does nothing good for my piano progress or my self-esteem. So thirdly, it's about finding the music that is fit for purpose. And what I mean by that is that I make a distinction between music I choose for my repertoire, which is my current level, and say it's level 7 in SMP, and then also music I choose to sight read or learn quickly, let's say within 3 to 5 days, and that will take a couple of notches below my current level. So I will be looking at level 5 or 6 for sight reading and for easier pieces. And so I find having a mix of music for both my current level and something a bit easier working really well for me. Finally, as promised, if you're keen to start adding some pieces to your future repertoire, then head to this free resource, which is called imslp.org. This is the greatest resource of classical and also some jazz music that I have ever come across. They provide you with original scores of all the major music pieces that are available in the public domain. How cool is that? If you like that tip, then hit the like button now. Now that you know how to get the right music for your level, watch this video over here about 5 easy and beautiful pieces for piano. Пока-пока!